Hello everyone, let's make soup. Okay, I'm making 2 pots of soup, okra and Akparata soup with veggies. Alright, so to start, I am going to be pouring very hot water over my stock fish, that's okporoko and dry fish. I always do that for my dried and smoked fish just to remove the excess smoke and grease on it. Alright, and for this soup, these 2 pots of soup, I'm using goat meat and beef ribs. So for the goat meat, I will be cooking it in a pressure cooker because it's tougher, and then the beef ribs I'll be cooking them in the pot over the stove. So what I encourage you to do every time you finish washing meat in your sink area is to clean that place immediately before you continue with other things. It's very important to do that. Whenever you clean raw fish or meat, always use soap and water or your kitchen spray to clean your sink area and clean all the utensils you used, and just around that area. Yeah, because you don't want to cross contaminate anything. Usually, when you finish handling raw fish or meat and you touch other surfaces or you allow the surface to just remain there, people will touch it and transfer could be bacteria to other surfaces, and that's how children get sick. Okay, so let's prepare the other ingredients. So I have my pepper, I'll wash it and I'll pound it in my little mortar, and then I've already cut some onions too, which I'm going to use to cook the meat. So the things I'm boiling my meat with, seasoning cubes, salt, onion, and the pepper mix that I just pounded, and they are going to form the base for the broth we are going to be using for this soup when I finish cooking all the meats. So the meat is cooking. I will prepare the veggies that I need for making the soups. All right, so here I have bok choy. This is the vegetable that I go for when I want to find a replacement for ugu. It is better than spinach. So, but for my vegetable soup, because this one I'm going to be using for okra, but for the vegetable soup, the abarata soup, I'm also using spinach. I'm just adding all kinds of vegetables to that one because I want to have a lot of vegetables in them. Okay, so if you live abroad and you want a replacement for ugu, please buy bok choy. It's a Chinese vegetable. They have different varieties of the bok choy, including the baby bok choy, Nigerian bok choy, Shanghai bok choy. Anything that is bok choy, buy it. You will like it in your soup. Alright, so over here, I am just going to slice some part of the okra. Okay, some of the okra. I will slice them in circles like this, and then the rest of the okra, I'm going to be chopping them in my food processor. Just crossly chopping them in my food processor. That way, I don't waste time slicing all of the okra, but I also still get those circles, those okra shape in my soup. Now I am adding the okporoko to the already cooking meat. Okay, our meat is boiled, almost done, not yet very done. So I add the okporoko just to cook and add more flavor to the base of the soup. Okay, all right. So over here, that's me chopping the okra in my food processor. Just take grass. Yeah, I'm using the pause function. Just move it a few times, and that's it. You have your okra. You're ready. You don't have to spend so much time. Okay, cutting these slices. And after that, I add the palm oil and then just stir everything. Over here I'm just trying to pieces this ogbono. It's already been ground, but it was in the freezer and so it formed clumps. I'm just trying to disintegrate those clumps. I add them and I form this really thick base for this okra that we are making. Yes, I love putting ogbono in my okra soup. Sometimes I just make only okra, especially when I have visitors, but today I just feel like ogbono should be there. Now we are going to season. The things we are seasoning with for the vegetable soup includes ehuru, seasoning cube, crayfish, pepper, and salt. And we're going to do the same for the ogbono or okra, but without ehuru.
I don't mind saying I rolled out of bed and I rolled up.
So over here, our okra soup is almost done, right? I added all these other things and finally the okra. But I also added some frozen uziza leaves that I have Just try it with your okra soup. It gives it a really lovely taste. All right, so the food is done. Now I add the goat meat that I boiled in the uh, pressure cooker, and finally I will add the vegetables. Okay, for this okra, and everything is done. I will repeat the same step for my vegetable soup. As you saw me previously, I already added the blended akparata, which I mixed in some of the broth from the soup, just so that it doesn't get clumpy. And I added that, and then I packed the whole veggies, okay, into the akparata soup. And there you have it, guys. 2 pots of soup are ready.
I have barely begun moving as I am out through season. No, don't break no promises. Sing in a key.
So that's it. That's how you make 2 pots of soup in one sitting. All right. So the thing I will be doing is that as soon as the soup is done cooking, I will section them into my glass food containers and transfer them into the freezer. And of course, here we are trying to make our fufu for this to enjoy this yummy meal. Okay. All right. So the remaining thing is to clean up my surrounding. Some of these big containers for that we use utensils we use for cooking, they don't go in the dishwasher, so you have to wash them by hand. Well, thank you all for watching. See you next time. Bye.
I know exactly what I'm looking